The threat from the stars. In the vast expanse of the galaxy, where countless civilizations coexisted in a delicate balance, a new and dangerous challenge had emerged. Humanity, once considered a fledgling species on the fringes of galactic society, now faced a threat unlike any they had encountered before. The Tessie, a powerful and technologically advanced alien race, had declared war on humanity. Their decision was rooted in a complex web of politics, deceit, and strategic maneuvering that had left the Galactic Council in turmoil. The Tessie, with their immense numbers and advanced technology, were far superior to the humans in terms of raw power. They had spent centuries building an empire that spanned across numerous star systems, and their technological advancements had made them one of the most formidable forces in the galaxy. Humanity, on the other hand, had only recently ventured into the stars, having made their debut on the galactic stage a mere decade ago. Despite their reputation as brilliant military tacticians, the humans were outmatched in both numbers and technology. The conflict began with a sudden and aggressive declaration of war by the Tessie. The Council, a body of representatives from various species, was thrown into disarray. The Tessie argued that their actions were a preemptive strike, justified by the potential threat that humanity posed to their borders. They dismissed objections from other races, asserting that the letter of the law allowed them to defend themselves against any perceived threat, no matter how baseless it might be. In the midst of the chaos, the Arasa, a technologically advanced but morally compromised race, presented a new piece of business to the Council. The Arasa had a dark history of abducting and experimenting on other species, and as part of their punishment, they were required to offer compensation to those they had wronged. The Arasa ambassador revealed that they had yet to make amends with humanity, a revelation that sparked outrage among the humans. The Tessie saw this as an opportunity to exploit the situation further. They pushed for harsh punishments against the Arasa, using the moment to strengthen their position and undermine the human cause. The Arasa, despite their own guilt, had no intention of allowing the Tessie to further their agenda at humanity's expense. As tensions escalated, Captain Emily Donovan of the human starship Horizon prepared for the impending conflict. She knew that humanity's survival depended on their ability to adapt and overcome the challenges posed by the Tessie. The Horizon, equipped with the latest human technology and a crew of skilled and dedicated individuals, was humanity's best hope. The crew of the Horizon, including Dr. Maya Carter, a brilliant scientist, and Lieutenant Alex Kim, a tactical expert, worked tirelessly to prepare for the battle ahead. They knew that their fight was not just for survival, but for the very principles that defined humanity's place in the galaxy. As they made their final preparations, they were acutely aware of the stakes involved. With the Tessie advancing and the Arasa's revelations creating further complications, the Horizon set out to defend humanity's interests and fight against the overwhelming odds. The battle that lay ahead would test the limits of human ingenuity and resolve, and the outcome would determine the future of humanity's place among the stars. A glimmer of hope. As the Horizon embarked on its mission, the crew faced the harsh realities of war. The Tessie's initial assault was swift and brutal, targeting key human colonies and space stations. The humans, despite their tactical prowess, struggled to cope with the sheer scale of the Tessie offensive. The Tessie's advanced technology and overwhelming numbers posed a significant challenge, and the human forces were pushed to their limits. Captain Emily Donovan knew that their chances of victory depended on more than just brute force. She and her crew needed to leverage their unique strengths and find innovative solutions to turn the tide. Dr. Maya Carter, with her expertise in advanced technologies, played a crucial role in developing new strategies and tools to counter the Tessie's advantage. One of the key innovations was a new type of energy shield designed to withstand the Tessie's powerful weaponry. The shield was based on a technology that the humans had developed but had not yet fully utilized. Dr. Carter and her team worked around the clock to enhance the shield's capabilities, hoping it would provide the edge they needed in battle. Meanwhile, Lieutenant Alex Kim and his tactical team focused on developing new combat strategies to exploit any weaknesses in the Tessie's formations. They analyzed the Tessie's previous engagements, looking for patterns and vulnerabilities that could be used to their advantage. Their efforts resulted in a series of successful counterattacks that provided a much-needed boost to human morale. As the Horizon engaged the Tessie forces in a series of battles, the human crew began to see small but significant victories. Each success, no matter how minor, served as a reminder that the Tessie were not invincible. The human determination and ingenuity were proving to be formidable assets in their struggle against the overwhelming odds. Despite these successes, the war continued to take a heavy toll on humanity. The Tessie's relentless assaults caused widespread destruction, and the human population suffered greatly. The Horizon's crew remained resolute, however, their spirits buoyed by the progress they were making and their belief in the importance of their mission. Amid the chaos, a glimmer of hope emerged. The Orcs, despite their own problems, began to offer assistance to humanity. Recognizing the strategic advantage of a united front against the Tessie, the Orcs provided valuable intelligence and resources to aid the human efforts. This unexpected support strengthened the coalition against the Tessie and provided a crucial boost to the human cause. As the conflict continued, Captain Donovan and her crew understood that their fight was not just about survival, but about preserving the values and principles that defined humanity. They were determined to show the galaxy that humanity, despite its relatively brief history in the stars, was a force to be reckoned with. The turning point. The ongoing war with the Tessie had reached a critical juncture. Despite their technological superiority and overwhelming numbers, the Tessie were beginning to face challenges they had not anticipated. The human resistance, bolstered by innovative strategies and unexpected support from the Orcs, was starting to make a significant impact. Captain Emily Donovan and her crew on the Horizon had become symbols of hope and resilience. Their determination and resourcefulness had earned them respect and admiration from their allies, and their continued successes were inspiring others to join the fight. The coalition of races, united by their opposition to the Tessie, began to take shape, and their combined efforts started to turn the tide of the war. The turning point came with a daring and audacious plan developed by Lieutenant Alex Kim. He proposed a high-risk mission to strike at the heart of the Tessie's command structure, aiming to disrupt their coordination and create a significant strategic advantage for the coalition. The mission involved infiltrating a heavily guarded Tessie facility that housed critical command and control operations. Dr. Maya Carter played a crucial role in the planning and execution of the mission. Her expertise in technology and engineering was instrumental in developing the necessary tools and equipment for the infiltration. The plan required a combination of stealth, precision, and bravery, and the Horizon's crew was prepared to undertake the challenge. The mission commenced with the Horizon deploying a specialized team to the Tessie facility. The team, equipped with advanced stealth technology and guided by detailed intelligence provided by the Orcs, navigated through the enemy's defenses with remarkable skill. They succeeded in infiltrating the facility and accessing key data that revealed crucial information about the Tessie's command structure and future plans. The team's efforts resulted in the successful disruption of the Tessie's command and control capabilities. The facility's destruction caused chaos and confusion among the Tessie forces, creating a significant opening for the coalition to exploit. The disruption had a profound effect on the Tessie's ability to coordinate their attacks, and the momentum of the war began to shift in favor of the humans and their allies. The success of the mission was a turning point in the conflict, providing a much-needed boost to the morale of the human forces and their allies. The coalition took advantage of the disruption by launching a series of coordinated offensives against the Tessie, targeting their weakened positions and reclaiming lost territories. As the coalition pressed their advantage, the Tessie found themselves struggling to maintain their grip on the war. The human resistance, fueled by their recent successes and the support of their allies, continued to press forward with determination and resolve. The conflict, though far from over, had reached a pivotal moment where the outcome was increasingly uncertain. Captain Donovan and her crew remained at the forefront of the battle, their leadership and courage inspiring others to join the fight. The coalition's efforts, combined with the ingenuity and bravery of the human forces, were proving to be a formidable challenge for the Tessie. The future of the galaxy hung in the balance as the war continued to unfold. The Horizon, along with a coalition task force, moved into position for the final assault. The task force included ships and forces from the Kree, Arasa, and other allied races, each bringing their unique capabilities to the operation. The combined strength of the coalition's forces created a formidable fighting force, ready to confront the Tessie in a decisive engagement. As the main assault began, the coalition forces faced fierce resistance from the Tessie. The Tessie's defenses were formidable, and the battle for the core worlds was intense and brutal. The coalition's forces, however, were driven by a shared purpose and a determination to end the conflict once and for all. The Horizon played a key role in the assault, providing crucial support with its advanced technology and tactical expertise. The crew's bravery and skill were on full display as they engaged the Tessie forces and helped to coordinate the efforts of the coalition's various factions. The battle reached its climax as the coalition forces breached the Tessie's central command and control facilities. The Tessie, faced with the imminent collapse of their defensive network and the overwhelming strength of the coalition, were forced to reconsider their position. In a dramatic turn of events, the Tessie leadership sought an armistice. The prospect of total defeat and the realization of the coalition's determination to achieve victory led the Tessie to propose peace negotiations. The coalition, recognizing the opportunity to end the conflict and secure a lasting peace, agreed to enter into negotiations with the Tessie. The final stages of the war were marked by intense diplomatic efforts as the coalition and the Tessie worked to reach a settlement. The negotiations were complex and challenging, but both sides were committed to finding a resolution that would bring an end to the hostilities. The dawn of peace. The peace negotiations between the coalition and the Tessie were a turning point in the galaxy's history. After months of intense fighting and diplomatic maneuvering, both sides worked to craft an agreement that would ensure a lasting and stable peace. The stakes were high, and the outcome of the negotiations would shape the future of the galaxy. Captain Emily Donovan and the crew of the Horizon played a crucial role in the peace process. Their experiences and insights from the conflict provided valuable perspectives as the negotiations unfolded. The coalition's delegation, led by Captain Donovan, Dr. Maya Carter, and Eldari High Counselor Arin, approached the negotiations with a spirit of diplomacy and compromise. The Tessie delegation, led by their highest-ranking officials, presented their terms for peace. They sought to end hostilities, withdraw from coalition territories, and address any remaining issues through diplomatic means. The coalition, while cautious, recognized the importance of securing a lasting peace and was committed to finding a resolution that would benefit all parties. The negotiations were a delicate balance of interests and concessions. Both sides had to navigate complex issues, including territorial disputes, reparations, and future relations. The coalition sought to ensure that the peace agreement addressed the needs and concerns of all involved parties, while the Tessie aimed to secure their own strategic interests and safeguard their future. After extensive discussions and negotiations, an agreement was reached. The ceasefire included provisions for the withdrawal of Tessie forces from coalition territories, the establishment of a demilitarized zone, and the beginning of peace talks to address remaining concerns. The coalition agreed to provide humanitarian aid to Tessie-controlled areas and work towards rebuilding trust and cooperation. The peace agreement marked a significant achievement for the coalition and the galaxy as a whole. The end of hostilities allowed for a period of recovery and rebuilding, and the focus shifted to healing the wounds of war and fostering cooperation among the different races. Captain Donovan and her crew were hailed as heroes for their role in securing the ceasefire and ending the conflict. Their bravery and determination had played a pivotal role in achieving peace, and their efforts were recognized and celebrated throughout the galaxy. As the Horizon continued its patrols and ensured that the terms of the agreement were upheld, the Coalition worked to rebuild and recover from the war. The emphasis was on healing, reconciliation, and strengthening alliances. The galaxy began to look forward to a new era of cooperation and collaboration, with the hope of a brighter and more peaceful future. Allies in the shadows. As the war with the Tessie reached a critical phase, the Coalition's efforts to secure victory became increasingly focused on the strategic use of their allies. The Arasa, despite their dark past, had proven to be valuable partners in the fight against the Tessie. Their advanced technology and intelligence capabilities had provided crucial support to the Coalition, and their involvement was a testament to the power of unexpected alliances. In addition to the Arasa, other races within the Coalition began to play a more active role in the conflict. The Kree, known for their formidable ground forces and tactical expertise, joined the fight with renewed vigor. Their contributions to the ground campaigns and their expertise in combat operations provided a much-needed boost to the Coalition's efforts. Captain Emily Donovan and the crew of the Horizon continued to lead the charge against the Tessie, their leadership and determination serving as a rallying point for the Coalition forces. The Horizon's advanced technology and combat capabilities made it a key asset in the ongoing conflict, and its crew remained at the forefront of the battle. The Coalition's strategy involved a multifaceted approach to countering the Tessie. While the human forces and their allies engaged in direct combat, they also focused on undermining the Tessie's support structures and logistical capabilities. Disrupting supply lines, targeting key infrastructure, and conducting intelligence operations were all part of the Coalition's comprehensive strategy. One of the most significant developments was the establishment of a covert operations team within the Coalition. This team, composed of skilled operatives from various races, was tasked with conducting high-risk missions behind enemy lines. Their objectives included sabotage, reconnaissance, and the gathering of critical intelligence that could be used to further the Coalition's goals. The team's efforts proved to be highly effective, with successful missions leading to significant disruptions in the Tessie's operations. Sabotaged supply depots, compromised communication networks, and captured enemy personnel provided valuable information that allowed the Coalition to stay one step ahead of the Tessie. Despite these successes, the war remained a grueling and challenging endeavor. The Tessie, despite their setbacks, were not easily defeated. Their resilience and adaptability made them a formidable adversary, and the conflict continued to test the limits of the Coalition's resources and resolve. As the Coalition pressed forward with their campaigns, Captain Donovan and her crew remained committed to their mission. Their experiences in the war had forged a strong sense of camaraderie and determination, and they were resolute in their belief that they could achieve victory against the odds. The struggle for the galaxy's future was far from over, but the Coalition's combined efforts and the bravery of its members provided a glimmer of hope. The tide of the war was shifting, and the possibility of a new era of peace and cooperation seemed within reach. The Horizon and its crew continued to fight with unwavering resolve, their actions serving as a testament to humanity's strength and resilience. The final push. As the war with the Tessie reached its climax, the Coalition launched a final decisive push to bring the conflict to an end. The strategic advantages gained through months of intense fighting and innovative tactics had provided the Coalition with the opportunity to deliver a decisive blow to the Tessie's war effort. The Coalition forces, galvanized by their successes and the support of their allies, prepare for one of the most critical operations of the entire conflict. Captain Emily Donovan and the crew of the Horizon were at the center of this final push. Their leadership, tactical acumen, and unwavering determination had been instrumental in the Coalition's progress. With the stakes higher than ever, the crew knew that their actions would determine the outcome of the war. The plan for the final assault involved a coordinated multi-pronged attack on the Tessie's core worlds. These worlds, which had served as the heart of the Tessie's empire, were heavily defended and strategically crucial. The Coalition's objective was to strike at the heart of the Tessie's power, cripple their ability to wage war, and force them into a position where they would have no choice but to seek peace. The operation began with a series of diversionary attacks designed to draw the Tessie's attention away from the main assault force. The coalition's various factions, working together with precision, launched attacks on Tessie outposts and supply lines, creating confusion and weakening the enemy's defenses. These diversions played a crucial role in setting the stage for the main offensive. A new beginning. With the conflict over and peace established, the galaxy entered a new era of possibility and renewal. The aftermath of the war brought challenges, but it also offered opportunities for growth and transformation. The coalition, once forged in the crucible of conflict, now faced the task of building a lasting and inclusive peace. Captain Emily Donovan and the crew of the Horizon continued to serve as symbols of hope and unity. Their experiences and achievements during the war had earned them a place of respect and admiration among the various races of the galaxy. As they navigated the post-war landscape, their focus shifted to fostering collaboration and strengthening relationships. The rebuilding efforts were extensive and multifaceted. The coalition worked to repair the damage caused by the war, both in terms of physical infrastructure and in the relationships between different races. Human and Tessie diplomats, along with representatives from other allied species, engaged in dialogue to address lingering issues and promote mutual understanding. Humanity's role in the galaxy evolved as they took on a more prominent position within the galactic community. The conflict had demonstrated their resilience, ingenuity, and capacity for leadership. The lessons learned from the war informed their approach to diplomacy and cooperation, and they were committed to contributing to a more harmonious and prosperous galaxy. Captain Donovan and her crew continued to explore new frontiers and engage in diplomatic missions. Their experiences and insights were invaluable in shaping the future of galactic relations. They worked tirelessly to ensure that the mistakes of the past were not repeated and that the galaxy could move forward with a renewed sense of purpose. The peace established with the Tessie provided a foundation for future collaboration and understanding. Both sides recognized the importance of maintaining a constructive relationship and working together to address common challenges. The establishment of joint projects and initiatives demonstrated the potential for positive change and cooperation. As the Horizon sailed into the stars, ready for new adventures and challenges, the crew reflected on their journey. The battles, sacrifices, and victories had all been part of a larger story of courage and resilience. The conflict had tested their limits, but it had also revealed the strength and unity that could emerge from adversity. The dawn of peace brought with it the promise of a brighter and more united galaxy. The coalition's efforts, along with the bravery and determination of individuals like Captain Donovan and her crew, had paved the way for a new chapter in galactic history. As they looked to the future, the possibilities seemed limitless, and the hope for a better tomorrow was within reach. The story of their struggle, perseverance, and ultimate triumph would be remembered as a testament to the enduring spirit of humanity and the potential for positive change in the galaxy. The journey had been challenging, but it had also been a remarkable testament to the strength of the human spirit and the power of unity in the face of adversity.